Hello and welcome to my first video on Vegas Pro. I will be using Vegas Pro 15.0 by the way, and I'm just going to be doing a quick demonstration of some of my favorite features of the program, and I guess it'll also double as kind of like an intro tutorial thing, because I'll be explaining how I'm doing everything too. So I got this little video here of this snake that I found recorded on my phone a while back. So we're going to start out here by just watching the video. You can see the resolution is a little bit off, and we can change that, but I'm not going to worry about it. And that's just because I recorded this on my phone. So that's the full video without any effects on it. Now let's say I want to zoom in or make the picture bigger without adjusting the resolution at all. I can use this tool right here, which is insanely useful not only for zooming, but also panning images and videos. It is as simple as that, and then if we were to watch through it again, we would see the whole video would be zoomed in. Another very cool feature down here, we can actually animate the zoom or the pan. So one cool thing about this keyframe system is we can see exactly what part of the video we're going to be editing with the animation, and I'm going to add a keyframe in here, which basically just means that between the start and that first keyframe there's going to be no change in the animation. And then if you watch here, you'll see that as I change the zoom, it's going to automatically add this next keyframe in for me. And then I'm going to pan it over there, but I'll need to move that slider on the timeline to see exactly what I'm changing and display it in the preview up there. And there we go, I've got it finalized, so let's take a look at what that looks like. Okay, so that's pretty good. Did exactly what we wanted it to do. I'm going to go in and undo all of those changes now. Then I'm going to open up the Effects Manager. The Effects Manager is amazing. Ton of really cool effects here. I'm going to load up one of my favorite ones, the Color Curves, which gives you an immense amount of control, not just over the primary colors, but I think you can control like the front and the back of the image. So I like to play around with that for a while until I find something that I like. Ooh, psychedelic snake. I like it. And what's very cool about this as well is that you can animate this too. This is one of my favorite effects to animate, and we're going to check out why. So as you can see, we can make some pretty unique and interesting imagery by animating that. And let's say we want to play two videos at the same time, maybe like as a picture-in-picture style. Again, that's just as simple as throwing the thing into the timeline, sizing it up however you want it, and there we go. Here it plays. One other thing I did want to mention is that the video editing software actually uses a pretty significant amount of resources from the computer, as does the recording software that I'm using to record my work here, so it is pretty laggy. But in a more controlled environment, you shouldn't have these issues, and everything should be a lot easier for you. Here I just have another example of some crafty stuff you can do using the same methods as just demonstrated. But we're also going to mix it up a little bit this time because we can see that the TV overlay that we have over top of the image is coming in with a hole in it, and we can see the background. So we're just going to add on a lower layer this big black void here, and now when the TV comes in, it'll look like it's just a blank turned off dark TV, and then that will fade in. So then next here, I just got some footage from Times Square, and we're going to be testing out one of my favorite effects here, the TV simulator. So there's all kinds of different slider bars and effects within this. I'm just going to run through them all real quick right here. And again, I apologize for the lag with Vegas Pro running and trying to do the TV simulator and running my recording software. My computer was just not having a good time. And then once again, like all the other effects, you can also animate the TV simulator. So one great example of that, as shown here, I like to have it kind of fade in from static or other things. And here's actually an example from a video on one of my other channels. So we can see here that we have the TV simulator with the scan phasing and some phosphorescence. And I also made a little sound effect that I added in there to make it sound like something was powering up. And then here I have that video fade in with the static and the line syncing off. And that's pretty much all I wanted to cover on my first video of Vegas Pro. I'll probably be doing more of these because there's some pretty advanced stuff that you can do, and I'll definitely be wanting to go deeper in detail with a lot of this and slowing down some of the processes. I actually cut out some of the processes too for some of these. So please subscribe, leave a like, and definitely leave a comment if you have any questions, and hopefully I can help you out.